Hello guys, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. I am so excited, here pretty soon. Hello, here pretty soon. My girlfriends are coming over. We are having ourselves a bake day, which with that, you're asking yourself, what is a bake day? Bake day is something that we started last year. What this is we come together to make like all of the Thanksgiving treats that we are going to be taking to our Thanksgivings. And we might make a few things for ourselves. We just have fun. We have some wine to drink and we're just having a blast. And I got my Christmas all decorated already. We're gonna have Christmas music on, no kids. This is just like, I don't know, it's just fun. It was so much fun last year and I'm excited to get to do it again. So that is actually in a couple of hours. So wanted to come on here and get this taken care of and done before the day gets away from me. So you guys know I have been doing a 5-part series and training on habits that you really need to ditch before 2021 comes. So before the new year, these are things that we do not want to take into the new year with us. The part 1 was about really identifying the fact that you are likely in a cycle. And what that means is everyone has a cycle, whether that is you're a lifelong yo-yo dieter, you're a lifelong dieter, you're somebody that always is trying to lose weight, or you're always going from one crazy diet to the next, or you just can't stay on, you just can't stick with, hey Ashley, you just can't stick with like a specific diet or like a workout routine or doing something long enough to see results, and then you end up just falling off of the wagon, like different things like that. That is what I mean by your cycle, and figuring out where you're at with that. Part 2 habit that you need to make sure that you ditch and don't take into 2021 with you is thinking that you have to eat clean and that eating clean equals weight loss. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Eating healthy and eating clean and then eating to lose weight are two different things. And those are myths that so often people get confused on. And I totally get it. Hello. I really get it. And I understand that. Yes, we do need to eat healthy. Yes, our food quality does matter. But what matters almost above that also is, are you eating for a goal? Are we just eating to eat, or are we eating because you have some weight that you want to lose, or you want to feel healthier, or you want to look toned, and like whatever the case may be? There's always a reason most of the time. Most of the time we have a goal. And so we want to realize just because I eat clean doesn't mean that I'm actually in a calorie deficit, and it doesn't mean that I'm actually doing what I need to do to actually lose weight and get me closer to where I want to be. What else did we talk about? Carbs. How can I forget carbs? So part 3 on Friday was carbs. So I really went into detail about carbs. I really went into my own story about cutting carbs and going keto and doing different things like that, and the impact that had on me. And then I really kind of went into and explained why you need carbs in your diet. Why, if you are doing something or trying a diet, or you're thinking about doing something now or come January, and it's telling you to cut food groups out, carbs, fats, or proteins, you probably don't need to do it. It's probably something that's going to be very short-lived and short-term. You might see some really quick successes on it, but give it 6 weeks, give it give it a couple of months, and unfortunately, you're probably going to be back at the exact same place that you started at, and you're really going to end up being super frustrated. So today, what we're going to talk about is another question that I get a lot, and this is meal plans, okay? And so whenever people ask and are interested in working with me and my team, a question that I get a lot is, do you give me meal plans? Do you tell me exactly what to eat? I need to just kind of not think, I just need to do. And that is a 2-part question, okay? That is kind of like double-sided here. So I'm going to explain why the fourth habit that you really need to ditch moving into 2021 is your thought and dependence on meal plans, which just means your thoughts and dependence that someone else telling you what to do and what to eat 24/7 is going to equal true success for you. And I say true success because what we look at in the BZH Academy is success that can stick. If it cannot stick, it is not true success. If it cannot stick, it is just a shiny object, and it is good for the moment, but it might not last, and it likely won't last. My job as a coach is to equip my clients and help them build a strong foundation so that we can start building upon that foundation, so that when they leave me, that foundation is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Hey, Hannah, it's not going to wither just because now they're on their own, which is oftentimes what happens. Is you might be doing something or following a plan or whatever it is, and you're really good, but then the moment that you lose the accountability or you lose the connection or the program is over, you kind of fall off. That is what we do not want. If that happens, we see, okay, something did not connect. They did not really grasp this concept. They're not ready to leave me. And we make sure that they know that so that we can strengthen those skills and those processes. We teach skills. We do not teach you to follow a meal plan. Okay? Everything that we have talked about so far in this series has to do with our mind. It has to do with the way that we think, okay? We cannot change the way that we look and it be a permanent transformation until you change the way that you think. That is why I'm so big on education, on educating you guys, on motivating you, yes, and giving you that, that push that you need when you need it, but it's also educating you so that one day you can stand up on your own and move forward and be successful. And it doesn't matter if you're in holiday season, it doesn't matter if you're traveling or out to eat or whatever the case may be. You've got to learn skills so that you can become resilient, so that you can bend and sway with your life. And so when we talk about meal plans, I want you to think for a minute. I know that it all sounds really, really great to have someone that can tell you exactly what to eat, exactly how much to eat, and you don't really have to do any thinking about it. I really totally understand that. And so when someone asks if we provide meal plans for our clients, the answer is yes, we do. We do it only for a certain amount of time. Because while we are teaching and providing meal plans for our clients so that they don't have to think about it, so that they can just start doing. Because most of the time what someone needs at the very beginning is the doing. They need to just go and take the action, and then they need to let that action produce results so that they can start believing in themselves and that they can see, look, I can do this. This can be something that can last for me. And they're increasing that confidence in themselves. Because one of the number one things that I always hear is, I just need that confidence back. I want to know that what I'm doing is actually right for me. I'm not spinning my wheels and I'm not wasting my time. So we do give our clients a meal plan to start out with so that they don't have to think. They know exactly what to do. And so as we give them this meal plan, we're also working on the mental reps that they need so that they can start learning in their mind and then seeing what we're doing. And those things are going to start matching up for them. So we're building upon these foundations of health and healthy habits and nutrition so that these things can come together. And so let me read this. Hannah says, I once was stubborn belly fat, had to eat XYZ every day for 4 weeks, but 2 out of the 3 meals a day were meal replacement shakes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's very true. That is so out there. And I will just say, kind of as a side note, we don't do any of that. I believe in teaching you guys how to do this with real food. No bars and shakes and gimmicks or wraps and prepackaged stuff. You get to pick what you want to eat. You make those decisions. hey, protein shakes are great every once in a while when you need them and post-workout and different things like that, but there's a time and place for them. Getting 2 out of 3 meals a day in with meal replacement shakes is just not something that you need to do and set up as cornerstones for your health. So Hannah, thanks for sharing that, because that right there just shows you guys what is out there and what you need to stay away from. 100%. Absolutely. Anybody else that's watching has any like story like that, share that, because that's super, super helpful. And we can kind of talk about it. So thinking on meal plans, the fact that yes, they sound phenomenal when you start out with something, because it's like, okay, I don't have to think, I just do, which, hey, that's great. But what happens when that meal plan does not give you any breathing room for when you're at work and now someone brings in a cake and it's your coworker's birthday party and you just want some cake, or wine with the girls, or like we're gonna have our bake day here in a couple of hours. Like, what happens with those things? Or you just want to go out to eat, your husband and your kids are just like, man, we haven't had Mexican food in a while, I just really want some Mexican food. And you're just like, I either have to completely abandon my meal plan and like, I don't know what to do, I guess I'll just start over tomorrow, or you just can't go. I'm sure you guys have like dealt with a situation like that, because I have. And you need to know what to do in those situations. So if I gave my clients a meal plan and that was it, I would be doing them a disservice. As a coach, as someone that truly wants to come in and really help shape someone's thinking and change someone's life for their future, then that's not me doing my job, because it is not a skill to follow a meal plan. What we need to do is teach them the skills, teach my clients the skills, so that they can make those decisions and understand, okay, if I want to do Mexican food tonight and we're thinking we're going to do that, here's what I need to do with my day. Here's what I should order at the restaurant, or here's how I work my day and switch my day up if I want the cake for, you know, whoever's birthday at work. Different things like that. If you don't know those skills, you will always come back to feeling paralyzed and feeling out of control. So why not teach you the skills to make your own meal plans, teach you the skills to be able to bend and sway with your own life when times get tough, when things get busy, whatever the case may be, so that you can just move and groove and you're off of that roller coaster. You're off of feeling really, really good one day because you followed your meal plan to a T, and then going nosedive because you don't really know what to do whenever things deviate from your plan. Someone here says, I've had trainers tell me I need to cut down to 1,200 calories to lose weight. Yes, absolutely. And unfortunately, trainers, sometimes, not all of them at all, but sometimes trainers are trained as personal trainers. They are not trained with nutrition and health, and that is two different things. And so what happens when you have a meal plan or you cut calories straight down to 1,200 calories, and let's say this is your maintenance calories? Well, you're bypassing all of this. Will you likely see a very big surge or a good amount of weight loss pretty quickly? Yeah, it's possible that you really will. Will it be something that is sustainable? Will you feel good on it? Will you get a good workout in? Will you have like a lot of energy throughout your day? Will you be able to stay on that meal plan or in that calorie range for a long period of time? The answer is probably not, because if you drop down to 1,200 calories, you don't have very much more to go. I never drop clients. 1,200 calories is really low. I don't ever drop calories that low for someone unless it's absolutely needed, or maybe at the end of a cut for someone, their phase one, their burn phase. Now, the way that we go about it though is I'm going to allow my clients and get my clients, my goal is to let them eat as much food as possible and still lose the weight they want to lose. Because why deprive ourselves? Why settle for just chicken and broccoli 3 times a day if we don't have to? That goes back to part 2 of this series of really coming in and going to extremes. So thank you so much for sharing that. Hey, Libby. Libby just hopped on and she is a client of mine. So I want you to kind of start thinking about this in regards to meal plans when you're searching for something in the new year, when you're searching for something right now that you need to do to lose weight. If a program or coach or whatever tells you that they are going to give you meal plans the entire time of your duration of your program or time with them, I would really investigate that a little bit more. I would take a look at that, because remember, you don't want to have to be dependent on them forever. So if there's a program that you eat their bars constantly, and then you have a few greens here and there, or whatever the case may be, I would look at that, because that sounds a little bit fishy to me. Anything that is not giving you the tools to be able to go and do on your own after the program, and is teaching you to be independent of your program or your coach, is probably something that's kind of a gimmick to loop you back in so that you never leave them. Okay, and that to me is not doing the best that you can as a coach. I want to teach my girls to be able to, by the time they're finished working with me, really thrive. They know what they're doing. I have a client, Amanda, and she signed up with us for 6 months, and her program is coming to an end like this week, maybe next week, and she has just done absolutely phenomenal, just phenomenal with us, and we have just seen such a transformation in her, not only physically but mentally, just where she is at today. And I really don't have any like worries or anything with her moving on without us. I think that she's going to thrive. I think she's going to do phenomenal. She has asked questions while she is with us. The questions she asks now are much different than the questions she asked when she first joined us. That's what we want. That is what shows growth. And so that's what you want. You want to feel like I can move on and I know what I'm doing. I don't necessarily have to always be dependent on someone else. Now, do you always need a sense of accountability? Do you always need, maybe that extra little help here and there? Yes, absolutely. I'm a firm believer in that. I have a coach myself because I always need someone to answer to, because I'm always trying to get better. That is different than learning the fundamentals. I want to make sure that mentally you are stronger. Physically, you are stronger, and you're at a much better place than you were when you joined the program with us. And the one way to make sure that will not happen is by giving someone meal plans all the time and telling them exactly what to eat. That doesn't teach my clients to think. That just teaches them to be robots and follow a meal plan. And that is not what we want. Let me read this. Random. How do you take your coffee? Not many people I know consider coffee a no-no during their weight loss period. Oh, okay. So many people consider coffee a no-no. I don't consider coffee a no-no. I will never consider coffee a no-no. Ever. And that's funny because I was just on a call earlier, an application call for someone that wants to join our program. And they asked me about alcohol and wine. And they said, is that a no-no? Like, what do you do with that? My answer, that's the same as my answer to everything. We educate you. We teach you how to look at it. We teach you what it is. We teach you how it metabolizes in your body. And then we let you make the informed decision to say, is this what you want to have today? And is this worth it? Is this going to work in with your overall program and your overall plan and keep you on track to where you want to go? If it is, hey, great. That's why I'm going to have some today. If not, okay, great. You've just made an informed decision for yourself. You are in control. And there we go. And so how do I take my coffee? I think it's Coffee Mate sugar-free French vanilla creamer. And then I use the Squirt Splenda. And I do 2 tablespoons of the creamer and then just the squirt of the Splenda in there. And that's what I use. And so I've tried several things out. I've done this and that, but this goes back to also, are there cleaner coffee creamers out there? Well, of course. Is it better to drink coffee black versus drinking it like the way I drink it here? Yes, but you know what? Coffee brings me joy. It is a part of I love it. It's a part of my day. I have 2 cups a day. And I don't want a life without coffee in it. That just goes back to living and doing this for the long haul lifestyle. And that's what we teach you. So it's just all with your thinking. Hopefully that helps you. Any questions? That's really all I had today, but any other questions about like meal plans or anything for me right now that I can help answer? I have a few more minutes because before I need to go to my next appointment or application call, and I can help you guys out. But I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this helps you to see, look, when I am looking for a coach, when I am looking for someone to help me, I don't need to be looking for someone to do everything for me and spoon feed me all the time. I do need someone to teach me exactly how to do this and to hold my hand the entire way, which is absolutely what we do. We hold our client's hand the entire way, but we also give them the tools and show them how to do it themselves. And we make sure they know how to do it themselves also. Okay. Well, guys, this is part 4 in my 5-part series. I will be back on, I believe I'm coming back on to finish this whole thing up oh, hey, Sarah, tomorrow to end out our series. So this is leading into, Sarah is my client, guys. She is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. She's been with me for a really long time now. So this is leading into my birthday bonus bash, which, guys, I have never, ever done a sale on our program. My program does not go on sale, but it is for 4 days. And we are going to offer a whole lot of extra stuff, some free coaching for those of you guys that are 100% ready to make a move and to get going. There's not that many spots. We've opened it up actually to our current clients at first, and so many of them are taking advantage of that right now. It will be opened up to you guys here in the next few days, or if you know that you are ready, you can always DM us and we can give you info there. But we're here to really, really give you what you need and to be the coaches that you need to really help deliver significant results and something that can last for you. Oh, Sarah says, oh, and it's worth signing up for, sale or not. So take advantage of that sale. Oh, thanks, Sarah. You're so sweet. So sweet. It is. It's so worth signing up for. That's why so many of our clients do re-sign with us, because this is something that everybody needs. Once you're informed, once you understand, it's not as much of a mystery anymore. It doesn't have to be that big old mountain in front of you that you just don't know how to get over. It can be something that you get in there and you get over so that you can move on and be successful years down the road. Who wants to be 3 years from now still dealing with the same thing? You don't have to be. You definitely don't have to be. So anyways, I hope you guys go on and have a great day. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving if I don't get to talk to you before then. And yeah, I will see you later. Always DM me, always message if you guys need anything or if we can help y'all. Bye. Bye, Sarah. See ya.